in the vast and untamed grasslands of Essos, where the wind carries the whispers of old legends, and the hooves of mighty stallions pound against the earth, a lone rider emerges. His name is Rakharo, a warrior born under the endless sky, his blood tied to the ancient lineage of Dothraki Horse Lords. Rakharo has a vision beyond simple raids and feasts for his people. He's driven by the fire of ambition and the prophecy of greatness. He rides not to serve, but to rise. From Slaver's Bay to the Shadowlands, he roams the vast expanse of Essos, gathering warriors, forging alliances, and proving his worth. The tales of his victories spread like wildfire. With every victory, his Khalasar grows. Rakharo dreams of uniting the scattered horse lords under one banner and forging a kingdom beyond the Dothraki Sea. His destiny is not to lead, but to conquer and ascend as Khal of Khals, carving his name into the annals of history. This is the story of Rakharo, a rider who defies the horizon, the warrior whose journey shall shake the foundations of Essos. Hello everybody, this is Grayzo and welcome to a new adventure here in A Game of Thrones in Crusader Kings. Today we're playing the Legacy of Valyria submod, which adds in expanded Essos and Valyria as playable. And we're going to play as a character or a culture we've yet to do so far on this channel. We're going to play as the Dothraki, an adventurer, custom adventurer, Dothraki called Rakharo. Let me talk to you a little bit about him. So naturally, the Dothraki generally don't have surnames. From reading the books, that's kind of what I got. So I've added just Vorar as a surname, which kind of sounds like a Dothraki name. And we've given him a crest here for House Vorar of 2 stallions. In the great city of Vast Dothraki, which is located kind of over here, there's 2 stallions guarding the entry to the fort or kind of where they live. So I've reversed that. Instead of the stallions looking inward, they're looking outward because this guy is ambitious and he wants to conquer. So the house banner and the family kind of motto is freedom rides with strength. And Rakharo is 18. The only main trait he has here is ambitious. He knows what he wants. He's not afraid to try and get it. He is a brilliant strategist. He's good in a desert. He's a raider or a reaver. He's a flexible leader, which brings down enemy advantage. He used to be a peasant. Now he is a leader of his own Khalasar. And he's a giant, which gives him extra prowess. He's also a formidable fighter. And he's a freedman. So he was previously a fighter in someone else's Khalasar and became free. He is the leader of the Dothraki Stallions. And they are located currently in the Painted Mountains, which is the Dothraki stronghold currently, because most of Vast Dothraki and the other area is not yet in this build. But the Painted Mountains is currently being ruled over by Khal Moto. So good they named him twice. This is our Khalasar. This is our guy. We're not technically tied to him right now, but we are in his kingdom. And I want to talk to you a little bit about Legacy of Valyria. I'll drop a link to the submod in the description below. Go and check it out. This is a fantastic addition to the already great A Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 3. If you're looking for some new stories, looking for some new adventures, this is the mod for you. Let me draw your attention to the top of the screen here. We have some additional options. We have iron, steel, obsidian, and Valyrian steel. So there is an expansive additional magic aspect in this mod. I'm not sure if we're able to become a magic Dothraki or not, but if you are playing any magic-based characters, there's an option to craft artifacts and forge relics and stuff. So I think that's what these kind of add in. let me talk to you a little bit about our camp. We're just getting set up. This is episode 1. If you're excited for the Dothraki adventure, do consider subscribing, dropping a like on the video to show your support. I truly appreciate it. And I would encourage you, if you have any ideas and suggestions, to leave them below in the comments. I do get back to every single one of you, and I want you to be part of the story of the rise of the Horde, the Dothraki Horde here with Khal Rakharo. We have an option to find a spouse. We also have concubines, which is in our culture. And the great Stallion religion or faith. The great Stallion religion is the dormant belief system of the Dothraki. The followers of the great Stallion believe in a powerful deity known as the great Stallion who embodies strength, speed, and dominance. This faith reveres the horse as both sacred animal and a symbol of power and freedom and life itself, binding the Dothraki spiritually and culturally to the nomadic way of life. So I want to zone in here on the nomadic way of life. Normally when I play in a landless adventure, my goal is to become landed as soon as possible. We are not going to be doing that in this playthrough. I want to change it up a little bit. I want to focus on building up our pavilion, our camp, and maybe maxing it out before we make any harsh decisions to steal land from maybe Volantis or Astapor or any of the new areas here. That being said, we are a fighter, and we're probably going to play a little bit as a mercenary. If there is any wars on our Dothraki people, on our Khal, we will join to support. But we want to raise our own soldiers. At one point, we currently don't have a men-at-arms unit. Now, we are building a pavilion, which should unlock that for us. Let's just double check if we have a look at our camp. Yeah, we'll get us a men-at-arms regiment boost. The reason why we want to do this is because, being Dothraki, of course, we have access to horse archers. And these are pretty good. They're probably one of the best cavalry units in the game in terms of overall balance. And the horse archers are used by nomadic tribes to unleash hails of arrows and being almost impossible to catch. So this is going to be our main unit. I think we will go with horse archers and maybe bowmen, potentially bowmen as well, but mainly we'll just be horse archers. We have some followers already. Let me show you in our camp. We'll actually just jump up here and look at our followers. We have a couple of people that are all Dothraki culture and Great Stallion faith, which is fantastic. So this is our starting off pack, or Khalasar, should I say. And we're going to go ahead and just add them to their positions here. Let's do aptitude. Let's get Moto in there. Caravan Master. We actually have Iri, who's available here as a good Caravan Master. Let's go ahead and appoint them. And our second. The second is probably your best follower. It does buff a lot of your aptitudes on all of your lifestyles. So we're going to go here with Jiki. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And we have a stooge. So Miri can be your stooge. I have never seen a Dothraki that's overweight, but that's the first for me. We're going to add... So all of these are no cost, by the way. So we're going to add in Ralco, who's actually a really good fighter, as our Sworn Shield. So he'll protect us. And Dothraki, when they have Sworn Shields, they're kind of bound by blood, right? If their Khal or their leader dies, they kind of tend to go into the afterlife with them as well. So we're going to go with Brozo here as well as our Sworn Shield. And that fills out our camp. And we're going to jump into our stats here for a second. So we've read a little bit about the faith, but let's have a read about our culture, the Dothraki culture. So this is going to be new, but honestly, I compare this to almost like a Norse playthrough. We're going to be good at fighting, and that's about it. We will have little to no innovations. Pardon me, my throat is at me today. But we have warrior culture, so traits such as strong and hail are prestigious, which is good. Children are more likely to get the rowdy trait. That's good. We have horse breeders, but this is what's giving us access to our archer cavalry, and it's actually cheaper if we build out buildings for these. Makes them a little bit cheaper. We have ruling caste, which honestly, it's really just for dread, in my opinion. Cultural acceptance is not great right now. Horse Lords gives us our horse archers. We also have army movement speed, supply, and travel safety, which is really great. That's it for the Dothraki culture. Not a lot going on. Not a lot of innovations. As you can see, we're kind of starting from scratch. We are not the head of the culture. Khal Moto is. And he's currently focusing on Casus Belli's, which is probably not the best thing to be focused on. But unfortunately, that is out of our control. We are kind of by build, we're a martial. So we're going to focus on the martial tree. We'll pick up Valor just to start off. And in terms of what we would like to get to, I think it would make sense for us to go with Overseer just because it would get us some extra income. But I do like Gallant as well for the extra prestige. We may need prestige quite a bit to ask for favors. For example, in our role of patrons, we have Kalmoto, and we can make a request to him for a little bit of gold right now, but we don't necessarily need it off the bat. We could also maybe ask him for a marriage. Let's have a look before we unpause, like see who's available. These are probably people just in our court, right? Yeah. And we're 18. There is a huge gap of age. Well, seven or so years. So maybe in the first episode, we'll get set up. We'll do a few contracts and get some prestige and maybe petition the Khal, the great Khal, for a marriage. His children, he has 2 boys, right? If he has a look at this guy's name, Yogo, son of Moto. That sounds like something that you'd see in I don't know, a car show. It's like Sunday, Moto. Anyways, that's where my mind goes when I see that. We can make a request. We can move for contracts. We don't necessarily want to be a criminal. I don't think that makes sense for us. Let's have a look to see if there's any unique decisions. Actually, you know what? We'll do a camp revelry. No, actually, we'll do a hunt. Let's start off by doing a hunt, which will get us access to some prestige. And we'll do it in Selhoro to begin. We want to increase our prestige gain. Yeah. Let's keep it cheap. We don't have a lot of money, and we want to focus on slaying the beast, of course. We can start that off. As we await the arrival of the rest of our guests, my camp followers get started on preparations. The flushers check the wetlands each day for signs of quarry, while establishing a camp closer to the hunting grounds soon. Now, Kalmoto is a bit of a dickhead, and he doesn't realize that we are also Dothraki. Maybe let's have a look. What type of a character is he? He's callous. He's authoritative. That's tough for me to say. I mean, he's definitely using his authority here. He's saying that we can't hunt in the grounds. I think we'll just say this one. He allows us. That's fantastic. Camp purposes. Who do we want to be? What do we want to do? I think we go with swords for hire, which would actually unlock our horse archers off the bat. We would get siege engineers, mercenary contracts, and it would get us prowess and martial contracts. I feel like let's do that. So we're going to be swords for hire, which actually gets us now the ability to get us some horse archers. Let's do it. And we have our first retinue of horse archers, or regiment, should I say. We got to be careful because when we have more men at arms, we are going to eat more apples, eat more provisions, right? We got to keep them up as much as we can. Let's force. Can women fight? Can women fight in their culture? Yeah, they can. Okay, good. Ralco is our sworn shield, our captain, and he's our main guy. And let's continue our story. We do not have a player heir. If we die right now, it will be a game over. So we want to get married as soon as possible. We almost have enough prestige to petition the Khal for a wedding. Maybe one of his vassals will be open to marry us. I'm not sure if the Dothraki let females rule, though, but that could be interesting to find out. First time playing this culture, of course. But as you know, Khal Drogo was Daenerys' first husband and was meant to be the stallion that mounted the world and brought her to the King's Landing to steal the throne. But I'm not sure. It depends. If we become powerful enough later on in the story, maybe we'll invade Westeros. Let me know if you want to see that. We can definitely work towards it as maybe a custom decision that we could do. Yeah, let me know what you want to see in this playthrough. But for now, we got to kind of do a lot of the basics. I do enjoy the early game of CK3. So we'll take our time here with this. The ground grows wetter. The air is heavier as we ride into the deep wilderness of Selhorro. Suddenly, out of the greenery surrounding us, a giant of a man appears. He's also a giant. We're a giant. Oh, this is great. We're gonna have so many giants. Why are you in the marshlands? I want to recruit this guy. Can we do it? Yeah. We got a new giant. He should be a good fighter, naturally. He is. Scoro. Okay, well, let's get him married to our camp. Let's get a couple of marriages going, especially the guys that are good fighters. Yeah. Let's get them married off. We'll get a marriage outside of our camp. So for now, let's just kind of marry internally here. And low chance of kids here, I think. Medium, actually. Okay, not bad. We get all of our camp members married together. We get some Dothraki kids. Your disparate tribes law is no longer valid and it has been removed. Okay, sweet. Under my wing, the party and I stalk the copse, eyes peel for any sign of a fox. From the canopy above, a soft twittering spoils forth, growing louder as we advance. And a nestling screeching for its mother. It's a nestling screeching for its mother, pardon me. An agile huntsman brings down a fluffy Ayas, an unfledged raptor chick. Okay, so we have the option here to gain a hunting raptor for 5 years, which would give us prestige. We could give it to Ralco as a gift, but he already kind of likes us. He would gain opinion of us. So we're gonna take the raptor ourselves, and what we might do, our sworn shield, is we'll begin to sway him just to get his opinion up over time. We want to make sure everybody in our pack is loyal to us, of course. My master Moto is first to spot the flowing tail. The devious dog is hard to distinguish, but there's no doubt it's there, observing us through the dancing reeds. It locks eyes with me, and almost as though the animal sees my intent, suddenly it takes off in a flash of bright fur. We should ride after it. Okay, people are gaining opinion, which is nice. I pause to quaff from my water skin. Quaff? That's an interesting word. I assume it's just drink. Savoring some cool relief from the sweat and havoc of the chase. As I secure it at my side, I hear a low whistling noise. An arrow slams into the dirt at my feet, burying itself deeply into the ground. I and the closest spin around, but there's no one there, only the wind rustling through the dancing reeds. Assassins, get me out of here. No, thanks. I think what we want to do is just say, be more careful. Maybe someone else is hunting in the same forest as us. We can hardly keep up with these blasted beasts as it darts and weaves through the dancing reeds, barking wildly. Scaling a rise and disappearing into a dense thicket, the fox is gone quickly as it appeared, with only panting dogs and sweaty horses to show for it. Maybe that rogue arrow scared off the foxes, so we get a failed hunt. I think we failed completely, right? Yeah, we ended empty-handed. Hunts like this are pure joy. I cannot wait for next year. Pure joy? I don't know about that. We should have got the victory. Motto gathers the disappointed party and exhausted hounds for a trip home. That kind of... they don't go... It was pure joy, even though we have a hugely disappointed party. The fox has eluded us this time. Let's leave for now. Okay. Okay, now we have finished our hunt. Do we have enough to petition our liege for a marriage? We do. We could make a request. Oh, we're missing 21. We're missing 21. Maybe we'll be able to do it in a little bit of time. Okay. So let's visit the tribal holding. Just to get some extra provisions. We can also maybe have a look to see if there's some contracts available. We passed through several layers of tribespeople with more militant features on our way to the heart of Selhoru. Spears, daggers, and bows, and also metals, cured leather, and indigenous beliefs, all of the makeup of a tribe. I am mostly greeted by friendly nods, but also get some suspicious glances. Let's mingle in the tavern. Who's this? Chiki. She is a milk of the poppy addict, but she is a really good spy master. But she is also deceitful and vengeful and a seducer. What a lady, man. What a lady. Let's maybe just sit beside the fire and hear a story or two. And I'm going to increase our marshal here. We got exotic marshal. Great. What an intriguing hooded figure. The wanted woman. The hooded figure subtly slips through this tavern, down a stairwell into the cellar. I look around gingerly as I follow her downstairs. At the bottom, she sits down by a chair, fronted by a desk, and lets the hood fall. I assume you recognize me by my reputation. This is Jiki here. The terrible and big-nosed criminal Jiki. I have tenderized people for slighter insults. Now, what do you want? Oh, this is what I said to her. Okay, interesting. Jiki's gaze fixates on me, and she raises an inquisitive eyebrow. I could use a woman of your skill. 60 gold. We're not going to go into... can you teach me your craft? I gain gallows bait. I've become a criminal. Let's have a look at our religion. What are the virtues? So virtues, sins are being lustful, content, compassionate, vengeful, and okay, it is a sin to be loyal, apparently. It's a virtue to be disloyal, be a wise man, be forgiving, be sadistic, and ambitious, and chaste. Okay. Why don't you see what else is... deviancy is accepted. Interesting. Same-sex relations shunned. Witchcraft shunned. Concubines allowed. No bastards allowed. You have the Lasanti Pantheon. One true faith. Male-dominated. Fundamentalist and theocratic. I think for now we just leave her. I don't want to become a criminal first episode. We may do that as time progresses. But if you'd like to see me go down that long and dark and dangerous road, you just let me know. Let's head back. And I think I want to have a look to see if we can do a contract. Lucrative activity. No, we don't want to do criminal activity currently. Intrigue. What's our intrigue like? It's not great. Diplomatic, also really poor. Let's head back. I think what we'll do... I think we move our camp a little bit. There's intrigue contracts here. Is there... There's a city here. Where you at? Let's move our camp here. Start to move up. Just in search of contracts. We're going to spend a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to scale for talent. And we want mercenary guards. Most of our gold. You know what? I'm actually going to go without the mercenary guards. There is a little bit of danger. Can we go around it? Oh, crap. Let's do that again. Move camp. Can we customize the route? Actually adds in more danger. Never mind. What is the danger? The bog. The bog is the danger. Wilderness kit? No, it won't make a difference. Pathfinder? Nope. I mean, mercenary guards is the only thing. But I don't want to spend 20. I think we'll take the risk. Let us take the risk. You're almost there. Okay, good. We've moved our camp now. And we want to visit the tribal holding again. We can also gather provisions. I mean, let's do that. We'll find us something nice to eat. We got 800. Okay, great. We got our food back. Visit the tribal holding. Mingle in the tavern. Always mingle in the tavern. It's just free boost to your XP. I pay this guy, but I gain the trait hostile looter. This is good if we actually upgrade it. It gives us... You know what? Let's do this. Who's up for recruitment? No, we're looking for contracts. What have you got for me? Martial duties. Yeah, we want that. So if we can complete... Oh, the contract is right back where we were. Are you kidding me? And it's the guy that is our liege. He will actually pay us quite a bit. We already have him on our roll of patrons. I added him before we started, but just for the lore, for the storyline. Let's do it. We went there on a carriage, but we're walking back. That's strange. Maybe we're just going there by ourselves. Hired muscle. Remember that we're here to earn. We want to auto-invite agents. We have a good chance, hopefully, of doing this now. Might take a second to kick in. Okay, we can get up to 100%. We should be able to do this. Pavilion has been completed. Fantastic. That actually gets us some more men-at-arms, but we don't have the money for them right now. You'll notice that I'm playing this normally. Well, I normally play this a little bit quicker than this this speed, but I want to slow it down for this playthrough. I want to enjoy the early game. Seize the moment. We got 161 gold, 200 provisions. Kalmoto is now on a roll of patrons. So when we get back, we will petition him for that marriage. If we can. Is it possible? We're still missing 81. Can we... I mean, we could send our Dothraki to university. I'm going to do a camp revelry. Just do it in our regular camp here. And let's honor a guest. We don't have anybody to honor. We want to befriend. Let's befriend... who was our main guy? Was it Moto? No, it wasn't Moto. It was our sworn sword. Sworn shield. Let's befriend him. No chance of danger. Beautiful. With our extra gold, I think it also makes sense to begin. I like that this is like a yurt rather than just a regular tent. That's cool. We're going to work on getting some gold. So let's build some barber's tent. Even though, I mean, we look kind of snazzy. We have our braids, right? I don't know if the Dothraki ever cut their hair, but maybe this is just someone that puts oil into our beards and makes it look a little bit better. The revelry rolls on. Brozo is clearly feeling somewhat introspective. This truly reminds me of my childhood. He looks around wistfully. So much mischief. Revelry, I can recall hundreds of nights of such roguery right now. Of course. So that goes down well. Fantastic. This guy's not swayed. And there is people raiding. Can we raid? No. We cannot raid. But we have the Reaver trait. So we just have hostile attrition goes down. We could marry this lady, but we'll keep her as our secondary wife, I think. I want to get away from our main leader. By the way, they have added in the Shadow City over here. if you haven't already seen our first playthrough and overlook of this, go and check it out on the channel. It was a stream just giving us the first look at Legacy of Valyria. But it is probably out of reach for a Dothraki Khalasar right now. So we'll stay where we are for the moment. Our prestige is going up, which is nice. Let's sit and wait. Oh, no. Actually, grab a torch. Yeah, grab a torch. We fall afoul. You fall afoul of wild animals and you find cheeky. Okay, we spent a little bit of prestige and I became wounded. Okay, crap. I don't see that I lost a trait wounded. What a guy. What a successful wound treatment already. I love it. We could as well, after a revelry, do this. This is a criminal contract. Okay, we don't want that. Not a lot of contracts in this area. We might need to go to bigger cities. Like we might go down to Volantis to get some better contracts. That's okay. We have, once we're eating, once we're making money, we're doing well. Anything for prestige? Okay, so we have an option here to test with our bow. We get 150 prestige. Okay, beautiful. Now can we before we spend it, we'll make a marriage request to our Khal. Me and hello. We can marry his mom. No. Daughter of Hago. Does she have a claim? She has claims. She has a claim on the Painted Mountains. She is 40 though. We could potentially marry her, rush to have a kid. Our kid then would have a claim. Chances are medium. Okay, let's not just jump into that, but honestly, I think that's the best choice. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. It means that our son could inherit the... is it a kingdom? Or an empire? It's a kingdom title. Let's marry this lady. And then what we'll do is we'll stop swaying this guy when we get the... Just give us an alliance as well, potentially. Are we allied to him now? No, we're not allied. We need to seduce her. Chances are excellent. Okay, let's seduce Moti Harrow. This is... How is she related to the Khal? She's part of the Harrow family. My wife. Siblings. My brother-in-law. Sister-in-law. How does she have a claim? This guy died. Remember the death of Moto. This guy doesn't have parents. Strange. I'm not sure how we have a claim, but we do. Well, our son will. Is it a press claim? Hopefully. No. Is it? It is a press claim. Okay, so it should be inherited, which is great. I think I got that right. Hopefully I got that right. And also, we didn't spend our prestige by marrying her, which is fantastic. A wonderful revelry. We lost 78 stress. And what we're going to do here is actually we're going to start to move. The nearest city, I mean, Volantis is just down the road. How hard would it be? These guys don't like us. Oh, these are slave towns, and we have the trait freedman. I added it in terms of the lore for like I was free from another Khalasar, but I might have messed that up a little bit. Maybe we can head up here instead. These guys are also slavers, are they? No. If I was to move camp here, I mean we could, but there's a lot of dangers. This guy's a vassal, but he's not part of... Are these all Dothrakis? Ah. These are all Dothrakis. They're vassals to the liege, but they're kind of like independent. Am I going crazy? No, they're all part of the Painted Mountain stuff. I am going crazy. Okay. Let's move here. And just for safety, we're going to scout for talent and we're going to get some mercs. We don't want to have any mishaps while we're trying to secure succession. So we're now in the holding of, I think this guy's the son of the Khal. Yeah, okay. Son of Moto Moto. And we could build again in a little bit. But I think for now we look for some contracts. Mingle in the tavern, as we do. Have a seat by the fire. What have you got this time around? Martial experience. I don't know if that stacks. Maybe it does. We don't necessarily want to recruit anybody, but we do want to look for some contracts. A treasure hunt, criminal contract, or an intrigue. Let's do the treasure hunt. We can try it. Where is it at? Where's it located? It's not too far away. There's treasure. It will get us 50 gold. Let's try it. Let's head out. Excavate treasure. Travel with our camp. Let's see what we can find. Oh my god. That is so expensive. I don't think we want this contract. Yeah, let's invalidate that. We don't want that. We may need to move around again. Move down here. We want better contracts. That's what we want. We may not need to spend 20 this time. Yeah, okay, good. We did get a treasure map, though. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to be cheeky here. If we get into the city, I'm going to see if we can sell that treasure map. So let's go to the city. There's an option to sell artifacts. Let's see if maybe that will work. No, it does not. It does not give us an option, but we can buy some supplies. Mingle with the locals. And lose a little bit of stress. Head back. Okay. Is there an option to look for more contracts? Let's do another hunt. We have the gold. Hopefully we can do it. Do we have enough? Can't do it for another 8 months. Let's do hunt on cooldown. And camp revelry on cooldown. What does a pilgrimage? Will just increase your piety, legitimacy gain. Where would it ask us to go? It just asked us to go here. Let's do a pilgrimage. Let's do it. I think we take the danger. What's the danger? The bog. And we're looking to a mindful approach to journey for relieving stress. Increase popular opinion and piety. Yeah, we're going to look to increase popular opinion and piety. It's only going to cost us 30, which means we can, in fact, hire the mercenary guards, which makes it safer. And I think that should be okay. Let's do a pilgrimage. Let's worship the mighty Stallion. We have arrived here, body and soul, in the great red temple of Valyria, as the red priest offers me blessings. Red priest, that's a different faith altogether, but anyways, we'll take it. I reflect on everything that has happened to me and for R'hllor to bring me here in this moment of time. I've walked the holy path. So we've done this just to get the stats, right? So travel safety and also stress loss. Gain the pilgrim trait. Interesting. Miri here, she is severely injured. Miri, my follower, appears out over the sprawling holy site of Valyria as we make our way through the crowd. Valyria is truly a sight to behold, a place where cultures meet and faiths come together to worship. Are we not blessed to experience such a familiarity and companionship? She looks at me expectantly. We do not have this, okay? it becomes more pious. Okay, this is our kind of indicator to success here. We're not doing too great, but we are gaining piety. Might be useful for us, maybe for holy wars or something in the future. It's always good. Honestly, the most important thing in this game, no matter what culture you're playing, is gold. As he entered the sacred grounds, I find Moto staring at the altar with an absent expression. Moto, I call him. My lord says, unfazed, I have something to ask from you. I hope you can forgive me. This place has moved my soul and agitated my spirit in a way I thought unconceivable. This is my physician. Rolor has spoke to me. Okay, I understand you got to do what you got to do. He divorces. She stops being a concubine. Moto joins this guy's court. Do we have red temples? Yeah. I think we do this. Moto is going to become celibate, which I don't know. I don't see the problem with that. But we can just get his wife a new... Okay, maybe not. He's decided to divorce. Interesting. Barbara's tent is completed. We're starting to make money now passively, which is great. The markets of Valyria are busting with merchants, shouting in languages that I've never heard of and selling spices that I've never tasted. The guide of a pilgrim, learn the sacred roots, discover the marbles of Valyria. One of them yells, waving a small book in my direction. I'll take one. It means I would get local experts, travel safety 30%. I like that. I actually like that a lot because we're paying for mercenaries to keep us safe right now, which is not ideal. As our time at the sacred site draws to an end, I'm slightly concerned that I did not get the chance to prove my devoutness to Rolor as much as I would have liked to. I don't care about that because we follow the great Stallion. We gain 5 experience because we have esotericism. The great mysteries of the divine may be beyond mortal comprehension, but that is not an excuse for ignorance. Their very existence compels us to seek knowledge and understanding of the world around us. We may get wise man here, which I think is virtuous. Let's go. Let's see if we can get it. We did not. Okay. Hopefully we can get back home safely. Let me know what you think of the banner. I think the banner looks great, in my opinion. In my modest, humble opinion, the banner that I created looks great. But let me know. I think it's a good homage to the Dothraki. My journey has been a long one. I've finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed in how the Red Priest and the Red Priest treat me. I've undergone a journey of a holy man, and they insist it has changed something about me, whether I can see it or not. I mean, opinion of other cultures is going to be good for us over time as we travel around this foreign land. And we still have... Oh, we got a Pilgrim's Guide. Nice. Let's equip that. And this gives us a little bit of prestige, so let's equip it. We will try... you know what we'll do? Where's Jikwi? Moto, former spouse, Jikwi. We're going to give her... Can we give her an artifact? I was going to say we could give her a treasure map because one journey ends with her marriage. Maybe another one begins. Maybe she could go on the hunt for treasure, but that is not the case. I think we're back home safely. Yeah, we're located in our camp here in the Rat, and that's where we're going to wrap it up for episode 1 here of The Rise of the Horde. We are the Dothraki Stallions. This is the adventure of Khal Rakharo. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you are excited for episode 2, please do drop a like. Let me know your thoughts, feedback below in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.